Now the feast of unleavened bread drew near, which is called the Passover, and Jesus sat with his disciples in the place prepared for them. When the hour had come, he reclined at the table and said that he had earnestly desired to eat this Passover with them before he suffered. He took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and gave it to them, saying that it was his body given for them. And he took the cup after supper, saying that this cup was the new covenant in his blood, poured out for many. After the supper, Jesus went out to the Mount of Olives, as was his custom, and his disciples followed him. He urged them to pray that they would not fall into temptation, and he withdrew from them about a stone's throw, knelt down and prayed, submitting himself to the will of the Father. When he rose, he found his disciples sleeping for sorrow. While he was still speaking to them, a crowd approached, and Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went before them and drew near to Jesus to betray him. And Jesus was seized and led away. They brought him to the house of the high priest, and Peter followed at a distance. 3 times he was accused of being with Jesus, and 3 times he denied it. And immediately, while he was still speaking, a rooster crowed, and Peter remembered the word the Lord had spoken. When morning came, the elders of the people, the chief priests and the scribes gathered together and led Jesus into their council. They questioned him, and though he spoke truthfully, they rejected his words. And they brought him before Pilate. Pilate, finding no guilt in him, sent him to Herod Antipas, and Herod, after questioning him, sent him back again. Though neither found fault in him, Jesus was delivered to the will of the people. And when they came to the place called Golgotha, there they crucified him between 2 criminals. Jesus prayed for those who did these things, and the people stood watching. Darkness covered the land, and Jesus, calling out with a loud voice, commended his spirit into the Father's hands. A man named Joseph of Arimathea, who had not consented to the actions of the council, went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. He wrapped it in linen and laid it in a tomb hewn out of rock, where no one had been laid before. The women who had followed him from Galilee saw the tomb and how his body was placed, and they prepared spices and ointments. Then they rested on the Sabbath according to the commandment. On the first day of the week, very early in the morning, the women came to the tomb bringing the spices they had prepared. They found the stone rolled away, but when they entered, they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. 2 men in shining garments stood beside them and said, "Why seek ye the living among the dead? He is not here, but is risen." The women returned and told all these things to the 11 and to the rest, but their words seemed to them like idle tales, and they did not believe. Yet Peter ran to the tomb and saw the linen cloths lying by themselves, and he marveled. On that same day, 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, and Jesus himself drew near and walked with them, though they did not recognize him. Beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them the things concerning himself. When he broke bread with them, their eyes were opened, and he vanished from their sight. They returned to Jerusalem and found the disciples gathered together, saying that the Lord had indeed risen. While they spoke these things, Jesus stood in their midst and said, "Peace be unto you." He showed them that he was truly alive and opened their understanding to the Scriptures. And he led them out as far as Bethany. Lifting up his hands, he blessed them. And while he blessed them, he was taken up into heaven. They worshipped him and returned to Jerusalem with great joy, continually praising God in the temple.